Let's be honest, everyone knows Matt Damon. You think of him and you probably see him punching a guy with a rolled-up magazine as Jason Bourne, or maybe you see him sitting on that park bench in Boston. But here's the thing. Matt Damon is actually at his absolute best when he isn't a super soldier or a genius. He's best when he's playing a loser, a liar, or just a guy who is way out of his depth. Today, we're skipping the obvious blockbusters to find the true bangers. We're looking at the roles that actually define his career.
The talented Mr. Ripley. This is a masterpiece of discomfort. Damon plays Tom Ripley, a guy who basically stretches the truth until it snaps. Watching him try to become someone else is genuinely chilling. It's currently streaming on Netflix. Why it works? Damon manages to be both pathetic and terrifying. You almost want him to succeed, even though he's a total monster. The verdict? If you liked Saltburn or The Joker, this is the highbrow version you've been looking for. The Martian. I know, it was a hit, but hear me out. Most actors would have made this a sappy human spirit story. Damon makes it a story about a guy who is just really good at his job. He's funny, he's stressed, and he's relatable. You can find this one on Disney Plus or Max. Why it works? It's basically just Matt Damon talking to a camera for 2 hours, and he never makes it boring. The verdict? If you liked Castaway but want more science and less Wilson, this is a banger.
The Informant. This is a hidden gem that people always overlook. Damon gained 30 pounds, put on a bad mustache, and played a corporate whistleblower who is a pathological liar. It's a dark, weird comedy, streaming right now on Tubi for free. Why it works? This is Damon playing a loser at an elite level. His internal monologue in this movie is pure gold. The verdict? If you like The Big Short or Wolf of Wall Street, give this a spin. Quick question for you guys. Let's get it out of the way. Do you think Damon is actually a better actor than Affleck? Or is Ben the better director? Let me know in the comments. I have my thoughts, but I want to hear yours.
Air. Speaking of Affleck, let's talk about this one. It's a movie about a shoe deal. It sounds boring, right? It's not. Damon plays Sonny Vaccaro, a guy betting his entire career on a rookie named Michael Jordan. It's on Prime Video. Why it works? It's all about the vibe and the stakes of a boardroom. Damon is weary, out of shape, but incredibly driven. The verdict? If you love a good underdog story where no one actually gets shot, this is for you. The Departed. I know what you're thinking. That's a Leo movie. Wrong. This movie doesn't work without Damon playing the rat in the police department. He is despicable in this, and he plays it perfectly. Streaming on Max. Why it works? He has to play a guy who is constantly terrified of being caught, but has to act like the smartest person in the room. The verdict? If you liked Heat or Donnie Brasco, this is essential viewing. True Grit. Most people forget he's even in this Coen Brothers flick. He plays a Texas Ranger named LaBeouf, who is kind of a dork, but thinks he's a legend. It's streaming on Paramount+. Why it works? Damon leans into the comedy of a guy who is constantly getting roasted by a teenage girl and Jeff Bridges. The verdict? If you like westerns that have a bit of a dark wit, this is a total banger. Interruption time. Be honest, is there a Matt Damon movie you actually hate? I'm looking at you, the Great Wall. Tell me your Damon skip in the comments.
Stillwater. This is a recent one that flew under the radar. Damon plays a rough-necked oil rigger from Oklahoma who goes to France to get his daughter out of jail. Prime Video is where you'll find it. Why it works? He completely disappears into this role. The American Dad energy is palpable. It's slow burn, but it hits hard. The verdict? If you liked Prisoners, you'll appreciate the grit of this one. Rounders. If you haven't seen this, stop what you're doing. It's the ultimate poker movie. Damon is a law student who gets sucked back into the underground gambling world. Streaming on Paramount+. Why it works? The chemistry between Damon and Edward Norton is electric. It's about the addiction to the game. The verdict? If you like high-stakes tension and John Malkovich doing a crazy Russian accent, this is a must-watch.
Ford versus Ferrari. This movie is just pure cinema. Damon plays Carroll Shelby, and he's just cool. There's no other way to put it. It's on Hulu/Disney+. Why it works? It's a movie about friendship and the obsession with building something perfect. Damon plays the straight man to Christian Bale's crazy, and it works perfectly. The verdict? Even if you don't care about cars, the emotional stakes here are massive. The Last Duel. This one bombed at the box office, and it's a shame. It's a medieval story told from 3 different perspectives.
Damon is a grim, scarred knight who is, well, he's not a hero. Streaming on Hulu. Why it works? It's a gritty, ugly look at the era, and Damon's performance is brave because he isn't afraid to look like a fool. The verdict? If you liked Gladiator or Game of Thrones, this is a hidden gem you missed. Look, we could spend all day talking about Good Will Hunting or the Ocean's movies, but these 10? These are the ones that show the range. If you're tired of scrolling for hours and just want a good flick, hit subscribe. I do this every week so you don't have to. I'll see you in the next one.